Series with the Gamecocks hosting the Clemson Tigers. South Carolina winners of 14 in a row. Katie Lukanich, Denise Brooks, Brandon Enderline, our officiating crew, and we are underway.
At every position, they'll look to get points in the paint early. And here they go right away, trying to establish Joyce Edwards.
Edwards working inside at 6'3" off.
Right there, Joyce Edwards gets the rebound, and they are pushing up the floor without the outlet.
National champs, they have won the Southeastern Conference 4 years running. Some big numbers from time to time, now in the starting lineup. Here's Raven, and she'll knock down the J.
So they'll start. Ninth Garden on the perimeter. There she goes, gets a block.
So they've got a steal and a block early on, and now the run out for Edwards crosses over to the right side.
And trying to set it up off the perimeter. You got to get in the paint and then spray.
That was a Clemson team that set a new school record for three-pointers last year. As Joyce Edwards, they'll get another possession. A coat high off the backboard, and a foul on the rebound will go against Mia Moore. Augustaneda, and now Moore. Inside to Hines, they'll kick it back out to the perimeter. Johnson Matthews short on the shot.
But that's
through their first couple of games.
I think they're going to be a high percentage, high possession offensive team this year.
Augustaneda, shot clock's winding down again. Moore with an open look, and they finally are able to break the ice.
Their lineup on the floor for Sean Poppy right now with two bigs.
Moore. We called for them to spread the...
Daly can play her at the 3 spot this year. She's really worked on her perimeter game.
Latson open on the inbound for 3.
25.2 points.
Edwards, boy, she is playing with some spring in her step. Got a held ball. She's won 87% of her games.
Dawn Staley's the only person that's won the Naismith as a player and as a coach.
Hines trying to pin the youngster down inside and goes to the left hand to use the board.
To a chance to finish her career at Clemson. She can give them a real significant presence in the post.
Edwards, patience. Doesn't look like they're going to get it off. Rose off the bounce. Goes to the left side.
Nice job.
Well, she's got a mismatch inside if they can find her. And the 3-ball for Cone to beat the buzzer. Carolina winners of 14 in a row in this rivalry. Latson can't roll that in, but a weak side rebound.
Cannot get in foul trouble for them in this matchup.
They got a serious size issue now in the lane. Latson will attack and score.
So strong. And without Hines, they like to make that high post entry to Hines.
Spin in the lane, tough shot, and it goes for Johnson Matthews. Edwards almost got a steal, and there's a foul inside on McKeer. Matthews to the line. This is a big week for Clemson basketball. State at 1 o'clock on ESPN, then Louisville Clemson at 3 o'clock. 2 starters with 2 fouls, and Edwards is back at the stripe.
Pinch right there with Moore and Perryman. You can't let her get an X
early going.
South Carolina all spread out, going 4 out, 1 in.
A coat to the left side, off glass.
I'll tell you what, I watched.
Ooh. May have been a double dribble there. She'll get the rebound and the stick back off the McKeer miss. Missing her 2nd game in a row with an injury. Their backup point guard. Good ball movement for Clemson, and they are lurking, Debbie. Shot clock winding down on Russ. Into a Del Tack, got a step away. They're going to have to jack. Looking for a 3 off the window.
Mia Moore really hustled under that ball screen to try to get in front of Latson.
Got a shooter in the corner. And that time, August. See if they get a touch for Edwards. Johnson, mid-range goes, but in the paint.
It's about, down 4 starters from last year, even though they played for the national championship game. But this is where Raven Johnson's got to be the leader. Or Tanaya Latson.
Johnson to Edwards. Joyce into the lane. 13-footer short. She'll rebound her own miss and stick it back up. 9 two-point attempts. Sean Poppy did not like that selection.
But you know what? That's Clemson's game. Good timeout by Dawn Staley. Out with a long closeout on Cone. She'll fire.
Swing it around to Thompson. Ends up with Cone. Rattled in and out.
Rose has done a good job now turning it over.
Now they go with 10 on the game clock. Rose into the lane, all the way to the rim, gets the lay-in. And if you're going to threaten number 2 South Carolina on their home court, they're going to have to do better than that in this second half, and Edwards will open up.
She's prone to fouls.
They are back to their starting unit. They were down a couple of starters with foul problems. And there is Taylor Johnson Matthews. There's the advantage for South Carolina in the paint. A coach. Tessa Johnson pulls up mid-range, count it. Last year's national scoring leader while at Florida State. More Tessa, this time from deep, and it's the biggest lead. And looking for the assist to Edwards there, a coat with the big-time rebound. Edwards getting in there for another opportunity. Joyce Edwards. Oh, Gustanete, they missed the roller on the pick and roll. Hines working down low. Offensive rebound, and the putback is good.
She has to be a factor.
At Clemson for the senior from Scranton, PA, former Big South Freshman of the Year and SoCon Player of the Year. And the top. Perryman. Hines as the Clemson bench counts down the shot clock. Russ off the mark. Latson with the
better shooter than that. It'll come around.
The coach steps away.
That's one of those shots.
Rose off the hesitation, scoops it underneath the coat, up and in. Game together, getting us a lot of good matchups.
Yeah,
got a
like
women's doubleheader coming up on Sunday. Clemson, Louisville, and NC State, TCU. Do it. But up by as many as 18, but the Tigers have found ways to get back in it. Boy, if they could hit a
go a little boomerang pass action right into the switch sheet. That's a shot that she's got to shoot. But she's got to be ready. Clemson's on an 8-0 run.
But they haven't scored in over 2 minutes. See if they can break through here, and it won't go. 10 on the shot clock. Rose off the bounce. Off the pass fake. Edwards blocked. That'll take care of this drought. Still a 10-point game. Clemson trying to cut it down, and finally McKeer able to hit. They continue to play without Tamara Hines, who's sitting with 4 fouls. Moore, they've been relying a lot. The coat gets to the other side of the rim. Able to tip it to herself.
Icing that ball screen right there, and South Carolina goes to their 2-man game. That's a lot of size.
13 points, 11 rebounds against Bowling Green.
They led the SEC in field goal percentage at Mississippi State at 65%.
Under 8 to go now. Augustaneda deep.
Somebody that you wouldn't think they should beat, and they're going to lose some that they probably shouldn't.
Augustaneda, no, and you can say she is 1 for 12 tonight. Meanwhile, Tessa Johnson will knock down a triple.
Have it going too.
Latson looking to get into double digits. And
about the loyalty factor and what a tough choice it was for Tanaya, but she'd done everything that she needed to do at Florida State. As Ocott scores in Williams at LSU, just to name a few.
It's going to be fun to watch. how that plays out. Of course,
Dawn Staley has played all night, which gave them a chance to stay in this. Just a single possession game. She already beat her defender and got into the second level.
Latson muscles that up in it, and now she's got. South Carolina gets a steal. They'll head the other way with it. Filling the lane. Look at the bigs running the floor. You know, they always play a tough schedule, as you referenced earlier. They got Southern Cal this weekend out in Los Angeles. They've got a couple.
Jim Davis is smiling right now.
Coach.
If good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, he's got a big smile and he'll be there.
Titles. They're trying to get back this year for the first time since 2019.
Oh, look at that. Split
Latson splitting the D and getting to the rim.
Late.
Latson with 10 points, 6 rebounds. Tomorrow at 9 Eastern, Belmont and Tennessee, Thursday night.
South Carolina has rim protection and paint protection. In my mind, those are two different things, and they're very good at them.
Well, they have been incredible what has been built here at South Carolina. And of course, they will be in the mix in all likelihood again for a 4th national championship. Let's see if they get it back to her at this end. The lob inside, and there you go. There's your double-double for Medina. ESPN 2.
Oh, I didn't mean to dismiss American. I'm just thinking about conference play.
Yeah, they will jump into a league game. Oh, the whip pass from Edwards. Gamecocks getting set to get to 3-0. It'll be the first loss of the season for Clemson. And Latson will add another. th straight win for the Gamecocks over the Tigers, 65.